there are this just because this is relevant to like our first podcast of the year going into 2024. To me, there's two guys that are not being talked about nearly enough going into the 2024 season, and I will present them to you right now, all right? The first guy will be on the UFC 297 card, and it is fitting that it is in Canada because this man is Canadian, and he might actually be the most slept-on welterweight prospect right now, and that is proper Mike Malott, all right? I think that this guy, he can submit anybody, and he has legit knockout power like we saw against Mickey Gall, but I really do. We think about guys like JDS. We think about a bunch.
Is his real name Proper?
No, what's his nickname, dumbass?
I like that name, actually.
Proper Mike Malott. No, it's
Yeah,
sick.
that's kind of a cool name.
He's the guy, and I really do believe that he could easily, with a crazy win over Neil Magny, could just insert himself into the conversation and become a mainstay like guys, because like we think about like Ian Machado Gary and Jack Della Maddalena as some of the new up and coming stars, but I think Mike Malott might be better than these guys. Might be better, all right? And now the other guy that I think needs to get his flowers and deserves his flowers is our boy Jonathan Martinez, all right? The Dragon. This guy, I mean, let's read this off here. He beat Frankie Saenz, Thomas Almeida. He lost his one loss to Davy Grant. He had Davy Grant out of there, basically, and then ended up getting knocked out in the second round after that. The bell saved Davy Grant, all right? He's went on to beat Zviad Lazishvili, Alejandro Perez, Vince Morales, Cub Swanson, Saeed Nurmagomedov. And then now Adrian Yanez, he kicked the legs off Adrian Yanez. This guy has the ground game to hang with anybody in the division and some, if not the best striking in the bantamweight division, all right? This dude is not being talked about nearly enough because he has all the skills to hang with anybody in the bantamweight division, okay? And I think that it's a sick time right now because when we look at Chito Vera versus Sean O'Malley, whoever wins that fight is going to shake up the division a whole lot. And actually, no matter who wins that, like, it doesn't really matter because we have a guy like Merab Dvalishvili coming in there, and he is a matchup nightmare for both of them. But who is a well-rounded enough guy to beat a guy like Merab? I think it is Jonathan Martinez because on entries, he's going to make it a whole hell of a lot harder because against Petr Yan, sure, Merab matches up height-wise really well, just constant takedowns, dude. You're going to have to be a little bit carefuler when you have a dude such as Jonathan Martinez who can sling his leg up and slice it straight off your body or throw a knee right up the middle and knock you unconscious. So I just think that we got to give Jonathan Martinez his flowers because his resume speaks for itself despite not being the highest ranked. I believe he's number 12 in the rankings. You put him up. Beating Saeed Nurmagomedov just speaks for itself. That guy's a monster. Beating Adrian Yanez has been talked about as one of the up-and-coming crazy contenders in that division for multiple years now. And he handled them with ease. So he trains with Chris Gutierrez. I mean, I just have every ounce of faith that Jonathan Martinez could get in a title fight by the end of the year, depending on who they match him up with next. It's an exciting time for him. Okay.